We have here your average college graduates and young men and women, once living in the wild with promise of a career, family, and home all their own, now returning to their original habitat in order to feed, slumber, and survive. Under the guise of saving money, these specimens have taken up residence in their parents' homes. But in the long run, is it really helping or hindering their growth? Find out how you can reclaim your territory. Tomorrow at 5 on WJZ.
Thousands turned out to enjoy Charm City Live Festival downtown.
Having a really great time.
Bringing the community together.
Fun, fly, and free. Yeah.
This is the weekend that we've been waiting for.
On CBS News Baltimore, and we'll see you soon.
Storms headed our way.
From downed power lines to trees toppling onto homes.
I am a little concerned. We might need to get out of here with the kids.
We have more than enough ingredients in all parts of this to come together for severe weather.
The actions taken by citizens were nothing short of courageous.
So everybody was, it was a bad situation, but they made the best out of a bad situation.
This is what Maryland does. And what we saw last night and into today was Maryland at its best.
56 now. There's 56 here.
Imagine finding a brother or sister you never knew existed. Now imagine finding 60.
Growing up, I was like, I could have so many siblings out there and, not even know it.
That's right. This Baltimore woman discovered dozens of surprise siblings all over the country.
From California, Florida, Maryland, Canada, Michigan.
Her amazing story and how it all happened, Monday at 5 on WJZ.
Maryland voters passed a measure legalizing marijuana for recreational use by a wide margin.
In just days, Maryland becomes the next state where you can grow and smoke cannabis legally. WJZ takes you to the farms, stores, and businesses in the budding industry.
Is it legal to buy right now? That's the question. And what are the next steps here? A lot to play out.
Everything you need to know about the business of cannabis.
They should have did it like New York. They should have been very behind.
All next week on WJZ.
WJZ has obtained video that shows what led up to the frightening Beltway crash that killed 6 construction workers.
Tragedy on the Beltway. What could have been done to protect their mother?
What's a hard hat going to do against a car?
Mike Helgren investigates.
According to prosecutors, the speeds were in excess of 120 miles an hour.
Could a simple speed camera have saved lives?
It was shocking to me to know that there wasn't one.
A WJZ exclusive. Danger Zone. Monday.
It's so much more than just going back to school.
It's back to reality, back to familiar routines. From what to wear when you walk out the door, to traffic, after-school activities, to closings and delays.
This week, it's a Ready, Set, School.
Our promise is to be here for you, keeping kids safe and parents informed.
Before the first bell rings, count on WJZ.
Your back-to-school station.
This is a deeply, deeply considered, consensus-driven process.
It's one of the toughest choices you'll ever have to make, burial or cremation. But what if there was a greener alternative for you or your loved one?
In the first month, the body is completely transformed into soil.
The new and controversial option that could one day become legal in Maryland.
But to think that that would be done to a person, I think it's a step too far.
Monday at 5 on WJZ.
Sleep and rest is really personal, so it might work for some of us and it might not be a good idea for others.
Ever wanted to just stay in bed all day? Well, a new trend is making the rounds known as bed rotting.
Last I read, it had over 350 million views on TikTok.
What exactly is it? Who is doing it? And is it as good for you as some might say?
It's kind of like a rejection of productivity culture by doing nothing and taking the time to rest.
Monday at 5 on WJZ.